Hey guys, so in today's video I'm gonna be doing a what is on my iPhone XR. Now I've done a bunch of these videos in the past, like on my last year I did my iPhone 8 Plus, before that thing was my iPhone 7, and before that maybe my 6S. So I've done a few of these videos and I always love doing them, and I know you guys love them as well. And like I mainly do videos on like editing apps, and now you can actually see what are the main apps that I have on my phone for editing. Now if you didn't know, I used to mainly do YouTube using my phone. Like only like 2 months ago or 3 months I got my Mac. So I've been doing YouTube on my phone for like 3 years, and I've learned a lot with just using an iPhone. So yeah, you can see all the favorite apps that I have stuck with me from the beginning that I use on my iPhone. So I hope this could help some of you guys and you just find it interesting. Okay, so my first screen is all the main Apple apps that we all have on our phones. So we have calendar, clock, maps. I'm not gonna go into all of these. I'm not gonna go into every single app, but I'm just gonna go through some of the apps that maybe aren't so self-explanatory. So yeah, these are just the Apple apps. Then next up we have like YouTube, which I think you know where that is. And then we have Instagram. Go follow me if you haven't already. Then we have Twitter. Twitter I'm on, but I never tweet anything. I only retweet. Like you'll always see me like something like Instagram handle pops up in my videos, but you'll never see me mentioning anything about Twitter because it would just like I never use it. But yeah, if you want, you can follow me on Twitter every like once a year that I'll tweet. Maybe I'll tweet more, we'll see. But yeah, so Twitter is on there. Then we have the Apple Music app. So yeah, I listen to music on here. I have some playlists. Yeah, I love how the first thing you see is like High School Musical 3, and then you have in here like Big Time Rush. Like those are like the rare moments that I'm just looking for something like back then. Then we just have like my Afrikaans songs, gospel music, my sister's music, songs that like regular songs, not gospel songs, and The Greatest Showman. That's my favorite movie ever, so I have to have their whole album on here. Then next row we have only folders of different categories. So entertainment is basically apps that I use, but like they're just for entertainment sometimes. Like some social media apps I don't really use that often, but I'll go in there every once in a while. So we have Netflix, which I just finished a series, Designated Survivor. I really recommend it. So yeah, that's Netflix. Then we have Showmax, which is basically like Netflix, but it's like more South African based. Showmax has a lot of like Afrikaans series and movies, things like that, so that's Showmax. Pinterest I go on sometimes. Like I have stages where I'll go on there a lot, then not anymore, and then go on there a lot. It's just a great place for if you need inspiration or anything, so that's Pinterest. And Facebook I go on sometimes. Like all my family members love this app, but I never use it really. I never post anything on it. I'm just there if I look through other people's things. And then we have Messenger, like Facebook Messenger. And I mainly chat with my cousins on here that live like in London, so that's why I have that on here. Webtoon is like an anime comic like app. If you like animes and things like that, you'll like this app. I'm not on here a lot, but sometimes if I have a good comic that I find, I'll read, but not really that often. Then Prime Video is Amazon's like streaming service like Netflix, but like Amazon's. That's what Prime Video is. We don't have all three like at once. Sometimes we'll have Netflix and then we'll cancel a subscription, go on Showmax a bit, and cancel that, go on Amazon, like whenever there's something new somewhere. So yeah, that's what we have here. Next up we have the folder that most people are probably interested in, and that's my YouTube folder. So yeah, these are all the apps that I like to use for YouTube, whether it's for videos or thumbnails. I use all these apps. So first app here is YouTube Studio, and this is for mainly managing your channel, so you can see your analytics. You can reply to comments very easily on your phone without like having to go into the YouTube app into your video. So yeah, this is my go-to app that I would recommend to anyone who has a YouTube channel to have on their phone. Then Camera Connect is just an app that I have for my Canon 750D. It has Wi-Fi, so I just connect the camera to the Wi-Fi, and then I connect the app to the wait, what? I connect my phone to the camera's Wi-Fi, and then I connect my phone, like the app to the, yeah. So I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but that's Camera Connect. Then we have Luma Fusion, and this is my favorite editor for iPhone by far. It is like, it costs money and it's a bit expensive, but if you are needing a good editor and you're willing to make an investment, I recommend this app so much. It cost me like 300 Rand. I don't know how many dollars that is, but it's a really reasonable price for this like powerful editor for iOS, so it's iPhone or iPad. Especially on iPads, this thing could run so smooth. So yeah, Luma Fusion is really my go-to app for iPhone editing. It's a really good video editor. Then we have AdSense, which is like how you get money through YouTube, like whatever. I'm not gonna go into there. But then we have Over, which is an editing app for photos on your phone. If you're looking for a good editing app, that's cool. And then Fonto is probably one of my most mentioned apps ever on my channel. This is my go-to app for photo editing, my thumbnails, whatever it may be, I use Fonto. So check out Fonto if you need like a good app for adding text over your photos. This is really great for that. You can import your own fonts and everything using Fonto. Then Eraser is an app where you can make like a PNG, so you can erase the background of any photo. I'll have a video in the description box below in the eye up top somewhere to a tutorial that I did on using this app and making your own PNGs. So if you want to know how to do that, Eraser is my favorite app for that. And Adobe Sketch is an app for, like, I usually make like brush strokes on my thumbnails, and a lot of people want to know how to do that, and it's using this app. So as you can see, here's the brush stroke. Let me just make a new project. So I click on this plus button, go to whichever one I want, then I select this brush, and I can select the color. So let's make it a green, and then I just make like my strokes, whatever, and then I click on erasing the background or turning off the background, and I save that to my photos, and then I can add that over my thumbnail, no problem. Really nice like thing to add to your thumbnails just to give it something else. iMovie is Apple's like video editor. I just have it on here because I do a lot of tutorials using that, and it's still one of the simplest editors, and it's really easy to use, so sometimes I'll use that just for like a real quick cut. Then we have Documents, so that's basically for getting like online documents or things on your iPhone. Focal Lens is an app that you can make the background blurry of any photo, so I'm just going to quickly show you guys an example. This app does cost money, just keep that in mind, but it's actually really cheap. So what you do is you edit the focus of whichever photo you want to be like this subject. So I'm just gonna make myself the focus. That sounds so weird. Let me just click on that, and then it blurs the background, and then you can adjust like how much blur should be on there to make it more realistic. Don't make it too blurry because that just does not look good. So that is what this app does. So Focal Lens I really recommend. Then we have VSCO, I don't know. I barely use this app, just because most features you need money for, and I'm not gonna pay for this app right now. But this is a really popular photo editor, so if you want to use that, go ahead. VSCO is a really cool editor. I'm just not gonna pay money for it. Facetune is an app which I usually use the widen feature of. So basically, you can just widen the photo, so it'll make the white of that photo really stand out. CuteCut Pro is another cool video editor for iPhone. And then we have Vont, which is like Fonto but for videos. And Photoshop Mix is a really cool photo editor that can do a lot more than the normal photo editor, so it's more Photoshoppy than most editor. Then in this folder Other, I have a bunch of random apps. These apps I'm gonna go through real quick because they're not that interesting. Some are, but not all. So App Store, you know what that is, Notes, Settings. I have my Bible app on here. I mostly go through use the translation King James version. King James version. Okay, I can't talk. So that or the Passion Translation. Then I have Gumtree on here for secondhand purchases. Takealot is an online store I really recommend if you're a South African. This is a great online app. Then you have Capitec Bank. That's my bank. So yeah, then we have Flow, that is a parrot tracker. Not gonna explain myself. Then we have Apple TV remote, TV time to track TV series, which I actually never use. I should actually delete that. PlayStation app for my PS4, Burger King and McDonald's. Yeah. Then we have MasterPass, which is basically also for my bank, but it's just a quick way of paying. We have Atlas, which has really cool feature of making like going any place, let me just show you guys. You click in a country, so yeah, okay, it's on Australia, and then you can select like what color theme you want. I'm just gonna go with the black. And then once you've selected that place and maybe where your hometown is in Australia or whatever, then you can just save that as a wallpaper and put that as a wallpaper on your phone. It's a really cool app, and I've had that for a while. Then Bitmoji is where you make like emojis for iMessage, or probably like WhatsApp and everything too, but I use it for my iMessage. Then PUBG Mobile, I never play actually. I always played it before I got my PlayStation. But yeah, PUBG is on here, and Shazam, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Shazam is. Then Productivity is an app, it's in like my homeschooling apps that I mostly use. So Books is Apple's bookstore. Then we have Canon Print for our printer. We have Gmail, which is for my business email mainly for YouTube. Then we have Google Drive. We have Microsoft Word. We have Zoom, which is an app that we have conference calls on for our math classes in the morning. I'm homeschooled, by the way. But yeah, Zoom is an app for my math classes. Then we have Classroom, which is Google's Classroom, so our teacher can like post like worksheets and things on there and we can just get it. And Forest is a productivity tracker app. I don't use it that much, but it is a cool app. Especially if you need motivation, it's a cool app to use. We're almost done. Then we have Mail, Photos, Camera, and Safari on down there. Then down here we have WhatsApp, Messages, Phone, and FaceTime. Then here is some apps I'm trying out. So these are all like vintage looking editing apps. So Daz is an app through which you can like take photos and then you can like give them a cool filter. So let me just choose a camera. I'm gonna use the instant camera. So let me just take a selfie and then I'll show you guys what the outlooks look like. So it basically turns your photo into like a vintage looking Polaroid. I think this app is really cool. So that is what Daz does. You have different kinds of cameras, but that's just an example. Prequel is a cool app. I think it's for like giving a cool effect to your photos. I'm gonna import something from my camera roll and just show you guys. So say I have this Instax photo that I just did. This is basically for mainly editing Instagram stories. And then what I can do is I can add cool effects to this. So like those cool cinematic looking camera things. Let me just, VHS is really cool. So you have all these cool filters that you can put over your photos. Storylux is for like making collages, but also that vintage look. So here's an example of one that I just made yesterday. I was just trying it out. This is a really cool app that has really cool like ways to edit your stories. So these are mainly apps, like I said, that gives your images that cool vintage look. And my last app is Huji. So this is an app, so you're gonna have to look really closely through this hole here to know what you're taking a photo of. So I'm just gonna go real quick, take a photo here. Then it develops the photo and you go to lab and it saves your image. So this is a really cool app to, again, give it that vintage look. It gives that timestamp that everyone likes. And yeah, that's all the apps that I have on here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and found it interesting. I have a bunch of apps like you see, but some of them I don't use all the time. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you found it interesting, and comment down below letting me know what are some of your favorite apps. And definitely subscribe by clicking on the icon on the screen. Click on the playlist to see all of my other tech related videos, and click on the video to my previously uploaded video. Love you guys so much. Be weird and be proud of it. Bye.